guys, it's me Erica. Welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I decided to do like a bronzy, like glowy look because I've seen these photos on Instagram. So I got inspired to do it as well. That bronzy glowy look just looks so good. Ang ganda-gandang tignan. So I decided that I would do my own version of it. So if you want to see how I did the look, then please keep on watching. You guys can see I already did my brows. So ang gagawin ko is my eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes with my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. You can use whatever concealer you want to use to prime your eyes. I'm just going to use mine. This is in the shade Custard, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's in the shade Custard. I'm going to take my ColourPop No Filter powder. And this is a translucent one, and I'm going to use this to set my eyes. I'm going to take any fluffy brush and papasadahan ko lang yung mata. So for the eyes today, I'm going to use my Chocolate Hill palette. I'm going to bust this baby out again. And as you guys can see, it's so dirty because it's been used up so much. So powder is everywhere. This is my Ride or Die palette. I'm going to take the same fluffy brush I used to set my eyes. I'm going to take this shade and this shade. I'm going to mix them together and pop that on my crease area. A smaller blending brush such as this, I am going to take this shade right here and pop that onto my eye area. This will go directly dito sa crease ko. I'm going to go back in with the first brush we use, and I'm just going to blend my eyelids with that. Next shade I'm going to use is this shade right here, that bronze shade right there. I'm just going to pop that all over my lids. I'm just going to take it with my finger. That is the perfect bronze right there. So what I'll do, can you see the freaking pigment? I'm going to take a clean finger and spread that out because ayaw natin ng balm color. We just want it to be natural but, you know, glowy and bronzy. I'm going to go back into the clean brush and just soften the edges even more because we want this to look blended, like really blended. I'm going to take the smaller blending brush, and kung may natitira pang product dito, I'm just going to blend that onto my lid area. Ayan. For mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara, and I will just be applying that on my top lid. Mamaya ko na gagawin yung bottom lid ko kasi may gagawin pa tayo sa under eye. Since we want this to be like a glowy look, I'm not going to use a mattifying primer. Instead, I'm going to use the No Problem Primer by Touch and Soul. This just, you know, removes your pores. Yun lang yung ginagawa niya. It does not mattify whatsoever. It just removes your pores. So I'm going to like just pat that onto my skin. Really patting that primer in to make sure it really does cover my pores, na-absorb siya ng skin ko, and all that jazz. I had to do a voiceover on this part because I turned on the electric fan and it was way too loud and it might annoy most of you guys, so I decided just to do a voiceover. But basically, I'm still patting the primer into my skin. Now I'm using my Sephora foundation. I chose this foundation basically because it has a natural finish. It is not matte and it's not dewy either. So it's kind of like perfect for this look. I have oily skin, by the way. That's why I didn't choose like a super dewy foundation. So yeah. I just took it to the back of my hand and I will be applying that using a beauty blender, and of course I'm just bouncing that all over my face until it is all blended. I'm taking my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard and I'm just applying that to the normal parts where I usually put concealer on. So I'm putting it on my under eye, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead, and I'll be blending that with a beauty blender. Now I'm taking my ColourPop translucent powder and I will be baking my under eye area. Usually that's the part where I bake para hindi mag-crease yung concealer, and I will be putting that on my nose as well kasi sobrang oily ko sa nose area. So, iniiwasan kong mag-oil up ng todo kasi yan yung pinaka-oiling part ng mukha ko. Also, my forehead kasi nga oily ako. So, talagang nag-oil up dyan. And I'm just putting the powder generously para talagang sure na hindi ako mag-oil up ng sobra kasi diba hindi naman matte yung foundation natin. And I'm also taking the powder with my beauty blender pero hindi ko i-bake yung whole face ko. Ginagamit ko lang yung beauty blender as an applicator of the powder kasi parang mas skin-like yung powder or mas nagbe-blend siya sa skin if ganyan yung technique na ginagamit ko. I'm just patting the powder using the beauty blender. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take the transition shades I used before, which is these two, and apply that on my lower lash line. So, I forgot to mention, ginawa ko na siya. I took this shade, which I also use on my eyes, the shade right here, and popped it on to the outer parts of my lower lash line. I'm now going to dust off the bake that is on my face. I'm going to use this A1 powder in the shade medium, and I'm going to apply that on the perimeters on my face. I'm going to use this as a base for my bronzer. It's like just a shade or two darker than me light. I am going to take my Hoola bronzer and bronze my skin. I'm now going to take this angled brush and use that to contour my nose. I'm going to first dip into Hoola Light. The next step, I'm going to take a clean brush and start blending the nose contour even more. I'm going to take the Bird's Beast powder blush in the shade toasted cinnamon. This is like really, really bronzy. This is just perfect for the vibe we are going for. I'm going to tap off the excess of this blush, not brush, and I'm going to apply that onto my cheeks. I'm also taking some blush to my forehead, also on my nose, just everywhere. I'm just taking this blush and applying that, connecting that to my nose to give it more of like, you know, a drunk blush, sun-kissed look. Now going to take my Wet n Wild highlight in the shade Hollywood Boulevard, and I am just going to apply that on the highest points of my cheeks. I'm going to take this with my finger and apply that as my inner corner highlight. So for the lips, I lined my lips with Dolce K Kylie Cosmetics. It's just like a brownish kind of nude. And then I'm going to top it off with What's Your Sign by Kathleen Lights. I'm just applying that. Just applying that in the center of my lips and just like blending the colors together. And then I'm going to apply on top the shade Moonchild. This is a gloss also by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. Taking my MAC Fix Plus, and I will be spraying that on my whole face to give that glow even more. This is the finished look, you guys. It's really glowy. It's really, really giving that like glowy sun-kissed vibe. I love it. This might be my new go-to everyday look. I just love how glowy, how beautiful my skin is looking, and how the eye is popping. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, then please give this video a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below to be a part of my family. Also, if you want to get notified for future uploads, then feel free to click that bell button beside the subscribe button to get notified. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys!